And so we see these profound words in verse 24. This is not easy to preach when you get stuff like this. This is deep. This is heavy. This is maturity. Babes can't understand this, but you aren't babes anymore. Or at least you shouldn't be. You're maturing and growing in the faith. This is about our identification to the body of Christ. If we love Christ, we love his body. And I'm willing to be used in whatever way to fill up what is lacking in the body that I represent. How many of us have an understanding of this in FGA? No, it's left to the pastor. He's the faithful one. He's the one that keeps going and ministers every week. It's more than that. My very prayers affect this body. My very giving affects this body. My very attendance affects this body. My very attitude towards this body affects it. We don't go away from this assembly criticizing it, cutting it to pieces with our tongue. And it's such a bad witness when we do this to others or family or whatever it would be. We have to be so on our guard. Yes, there may be things at times go wrong. There may be things that God is exposing in the body that affects us all. But it's to do with the body. It's to do with us. Christ to his head. It's not to do with anybody else outside. And those who criticize this body, they're no longer with us anymore. And we leave them to God's mercy. No, I'm here to be used. I'm here to serve. I'm here to minister. I'm here to fill up what is lacking. And if I love this body and I love Christ and I say I love him, then you cannot separate any of it. And you love all those whom God has baptized into this. That is the point. And when you start to experience this and when you start to really face this full on, you'll begin to start to just to have an inkling of this verse in verse 24 and what the Apostle Paul is talking about. Well, it's interesting looking at this, taking this a step further. We're calling this teaching today Sacrificial Service for Christ.